Did the recruiter really die in episode 1? Some fans caught a blink during his dead scene in episode 2, and now everyone's asking the same question. Keep watching, because these small details might just change everything. First poster clue. Reveals the final 3? Fans think the winners of Squid Game 2 have already been revealed, and it all comes down to a single poster. In Season 1, Netflix dropped a poster with Gi-hun in the center. Right below him were Sang-woo on the left and Se-byuk on the right, making a triangle. Later, they turned out to be the final 3. That same shape is back in the new Season 2 poster. Gi-hun is once again in the middle. The YouTuber player is below him to the left, and the pregnant woman is below and beside him to the right. Same triangle. Here's the wild part. In the old poster, Il-nam stood to Gi-hun's right, and he turned out to be the secret villain. Now, the frontman is standing in that same exact spot, and there's more. The show keeps dropping clues about the pregnant player. In one scene, the shaman gives Gi-hun a prophecy. It hints he's supposed to protect her. Fans think she'll make it to the end, and maybe her ex will too. The frontman is also seen being soft with her, like she reminds him of someone he lost. So maybe the ending isn't a mystery after all. Maybe the poster told us everything from the start. 2. Is player 388 actually a VIP in disguise? Some fans believe that player 388, also known as Dae-ho, might not be who he says he is. In fact, a new theory suggests he could secretly be one of the VIPs. The first clue appears right after the doll game. During the player vote, the guards call out number 388. But if you watch closely, the man walking up isn't Dae-ho. He looks completely different. The subtitles confirm it's the same number, but the actor has changed. So what does this mean? According to the theory, Dae-ho wasn't there yet because he skipped the doll game, just like the frontman. He only entered the competition during the pentathlon stage, which would explain the sudden change. There's more. Dae-ho says his name means Great Tiger in Korean. That lines up with the VIPs, who all wear animal masks. In Season 1, one of the VIPs wore a tiger mask, but was attacked by the undercover cop. He probably wouldn't return, so Dae-ho could be his replacement. His actions during the rebellion also raise questions. He barely fired his weapon and seemed afraid to fight. Some fans believe he held back on purpose, to sabotage the players from the inside. Maybe Dae-ho isn't a player at all. Maybe he's been watching all along. 3. The hidden couple. No one noticed. During the carousel game, there's a moment where player 120 breaks down after losing her friend. Just when it seems like she might give up, player 246 steps in and locks himself in the hiding spot with her. At first, it looks like an act of kindness, but what happens next is easy to miss. From that scene forward, the two of them are always seen together. Scene after scene, background or front, they're side by side. It's never mentioned in dialogue, but the camera never separates them. That's not an accident. Some viewers believe this was the show's way of hinting at a romance. Their connection grows quietly. During the rebellion, player 120 even saves 246 from being killed by a guard. She protects him without hesitation. Later, she finds out he doesn't know how to use his machine gun. That moment pushes her to step up and teach the group how the weapons work. It's a decision made for him, and it changes how the group survives. Even in the final shootout, the two attack as a team. They move together, fight together, and cover each other without words. 4. The secret meaning behind the colors. Most people think the colors in Squid Game are just for looks, but there's a real reason behind them. All the players wear green tracksuits. This color was chosen because it reflects a part of the director's childhood. In South Korea, school uniforms for children were often green. It's a color tied to youth and memories of school life. In the show, it represents ordinary people who are trapped in a system, much like kids stuck in school routines. Now compare that to the guards, who wear bright pink suits. That wasn't just a random choice either. On the color wheel, pink is directly opposite green. This contrast makes both groups instantly stand out on screen. It shows how separate their roles are. Players follow the rules, guards enforce them. But here's the hidden detail. The guards were originally supposed to wear red. It looked intense and fit the mood, but the creators realized red was already taken by the thieves in Money Heist, another hit show. The red suits looked too similar, and they didn't want any overlap, so they picked pink instead. It was bold, different, and it worked. Now, the Squid Game guards have a look that's impossible to forget. 5. The pregnant player's secret wins. In the pentathlon game, the pregnant player casually mentions something important. She played the same slap game with the recruiter as Gi-hun, but she actually won more rounds. That one line reveals a lot. Unlike others, she doesn't have red marks on her face. Her ex-boyfriend, for example, shows clear slap wounds, but she doesn't. That's because she won enough rounds to pay the fee without getting hit. There's also something deeper going on. The very first time we see her, she's sitting in an abortion clinic. Fans believe she was planning to use her slap game winnings to pay for the procedure. but something changed. Instead of going through with it, she walks out. That choice might have been inspired by the idea of joining the Squid Game. Winning there would mean real money, not just enough to cover medical bills, but enough to give her child a future. 6. The hidden conflict between players, 380 and Thanos' friend. Not everything made it into the final cut of Squid Game. In fact, some deleted scenes reveal important details that change the way we view the characters, especially in the pentathlon game. In the Netflix version, we see Thanos' friend successfully spin the top without any issues. But behind the scenes, there's more to the story. In the original footage, we watch him struggle repeatedly, failing to spin the top on his first few tries. During this, player 380, growing impatient, insults him. By the third attempt, Thanos' friend is so nervous his legs start shaking. When he finally succeeds, the tension between the two players is thick. But here's the hidden detail. This conflict was completely cut from the aired show. Without this scene, viewers miss the growing resentment that would eventually play a huge role. Player 380's anger is later seen when he kills the girl in a shocking moment. But with the deleted scene, we can see that his frustration had been building for a while. 7. The clue to the new game in Season 3. If you stayed through the post-credit scene, you caught a glimpse of what's coming in Season 3. Fans quickly spotted the dolls that will be the stars of the new game, but there's something even more interesting hidden in plain sight. Above the doll, there's a rope and a strange spotlight hanging. At first glance, it seems like just another prop, but many fans think this could be a major hint about the next game's rules. The theory is that the game will be about moving when the lights are on and freezing when they go off. It would be a twist on the iconic red light, green light from Season 1, but this time, the doll has control of the lights. When the spotlight is on, players must move, trying to avoid being caught. But when it turns off, the players must freeze in total darkness. Here's where it gets even creepier. Some believe the male doll could use night vision technology to see the players in the dark. This wouldn't be a stretch. Remember, in Season 1, the frontman used infrared cameras to track players at night. It all lines up. The game will be intense, dangerous, and not for the faint of heart. 8. The mysterious survival of Player 1. In the first round of the carousel game, Player 1 separates from the group and says he's going to go it alone. After the brutal massacre, we see him again, completely unscathed and, oddly enough, in a great mood. But here's the mystery. We never find out how he survived. It's almost like he didn't need a group at all. He might have just hidden out in some random room, far away from the chaos. Think about it. No one would dare kill him. After all, he's the leader. Here's the strange part. When he reappears, he's perfectly groomed. His hair is styled, his clothes are neat. He wasn't even sweating. It's almost like he had the easiest time surviving the round. But there's more. Fans have pointed out that throughout the series, the frontman seems to show real annoyance when he looks at Gi-hun's friend. These subtle, brief moments suggest he might actually despise him. Why? Because the frontman's goal was always to break Gi-hun's spirit. He likely saw his best friend as a threat, someone who could stop him. Some fans joke it's because the frontman is jealous of their bond, but the theory that makes the most sense is that the frontman was just waiting for the perfect moment to take him out. 9. Could Player 246 still be alive? In the season finale, Player 246 seems to meet his end after a guard shoots him. But there's a theory that he might still be alive. The guard who shot him wears a triangle mask, the same as the woman from North Korea. Remember, she showed empathy toward 246's daughter earlier in the series, which could mean she saved him. But here's where it gets even more interesting. Recently, actress Park Gu-young, who plays the pink guard, posted a picture on Instagram of herself resting in her uniform. Nothing too odd, right? But in the background, fans notice something. Someone who looks a lot like Player 246. This detail sparked a wave of comments from fans. And soon after, the actress deleted the photo. Why? Was it to cover up a huge clue? With all this context, fans are more convinced than ever that Player 246 isn't dead. Maybe the woman saved him, gave him a pink suit, and helped him escape the chaos. Could this be the big twist we're all missing? 10. The bread or the ticket. In episode 1, the recruiter plays a game with a few homeless people. At first, it seems random, but it actually mirrors the Squid Game perfectly. He gives them two choices: take a piece of bread or pick a lottery ticket. But there's a deeper meaning. The bread is a sure thing. It won't change their lives, but it's real. The ticket, on the other hand, offers a dream. Something huge, but nearly impossible. This setup reflects the main idea of Squid Game. The players are just like the homeless in that scene. They're offered a chance to walk away with a small amount of money after every vote. That's their bread. But they always reject it, hoping to win the jackpot. Just like the lottery ticket, the grand prize is tempting, but only one person can win. The odds are terrible. Still, people ignore that. They chase the dream, even if it costs their life. And that wraps up today's Hidden Clues. Did you catch that blink before? Let us know in the comments. And if not, hit subscribe so you never miss the next secret waiting to be uncovered.